Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to part 27 of Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled. Some really cool numbers there, 36, 36, all the Creme coins, and more DK coins than you can possibly get in the original game. Still, at least 13 more percent to go. I think that lost levels only went up to 100 because there was like a bonus coin related problem, but I have no idea what the max percent in this game is, but I guess, today we'll get one step closer to finding that out. What does Cranky have to stay still? I still have to say pretty much the same thing, but yes, 6 more coins before we can overtake Mario there, which leads me to believe that I guess the Lost World will probably still be just 5 levels plus the true K. Rool fight. Now, again, nothing was really indicated after getting all of the Club of Coins. I'm just guessing he's gonna, let us in now for whatever reason. This should be pretty exciting. Again, I've never seen the Lost World. I don't know just how changed it is. Overall, there weren't that many map changes throughout the main game. Like, I remember in World 3, it changed a little bit at the end there. It's like, whoa, that's really cool. And then we expected to maybe see a whole bunch more of that. But I think the World 4 boss position was moved. And I don't know if there was anything after that. But let's see just what the Lost World has in store. You don't even want to know what's in there. I don't know either. Is there an option now? So now we can just pay him the Creme coins as normal, it looks like. Which is pretty fascinating. So, I guess we'll do that. Bright and shiny, you Kong's got guts. Alright, so what's it gonna be? Okay, so overall, still looking pretty similar, but I think that this is the position that Black Ice Battle's normally in. So it looks like we might have a little bit of a change, because normally it's Jungle Jinx, I think. I'm trying to remember my Lost World. The Lost World's very weird. I honestly really prefer the Donkey Kong Country 3 one, where you can just kind of, go to any level you want, instead of always having to go back to the main overworld, go to Club again, go to the other level. Should we pay Cranky a visit before we go into any of the levels? Sure. He usually has like a thing that he says here. Hello, welcome to the Lost World. As you might have already noticed, this world is not going to be as easy as the others. Well, absolutely would not have expected that. Should I press anything, or is it going to be like automatic? Beat every trial in this to unlock the ancient crocodile core. Each of these areas also contain a bonus level and a DK coin. So that's the thing that makes me think like maybe it won't be so bad. The legend says that K. Rool himself built all this and is now hiding deep inside the crocodile core. I know, right? That's absolutely bonkers. Whoa, crazy concept. Honestly, no one would have ever guessed that he would be in there again. Hell, I didn't even know why. I actually know this. Well, Cranky knows everything. I feel like he has a part in all these shenanigans. He's probably the one telling K. Rool, giving them the tips on just when to strike. So what do you want? So I guess this might actually spoil like some level names. So it just kicked me out, which is kind of weird. Like, I didn't really do anything there. I felt like should have kicked me out. When I asked K. Rool whether he likes to wear brown or black jackets, he just said pants. Sure. Need a hint? Okay, so then there's that. So I'm not actually looking at any of this. But there you go. I guess if anyone wants to pause the video and see that, now you can. But yeah, the one thing I think might make the Lost World not that bad is that there's only one thing for us to find in each level, and that is a bonus coin, or rather a bonus game that has a DK coin inside. So that's going to probably save a lot of time in regards to like looking for secrets, I feel. But I probably shouldn't underestimate it. But first we got Paradox Paradise. Here we go. Just what can we expect? Wait a minute. Do you hear that? Do you actually hear that? It took until the Lost World to get some Bayou Boogie, but darn it, I guess if it's going to show up any place, this is the place. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain if I have to play this level for hours, now that we finally get to listen to that. Okay, so, what just happened there? Okay, so, it wouldn't be obvious to anyone watching this, but it looked like the controls reversed for some reason, and that's why there was just, like, random changing of direction. Why did that just happen? What are these barrels actually doing? Okay, so when you touch these barrels, it reverses the direction that you're holding? Yes, because now I'm holding left and he's going right. Okay, the controls are still reversed. They're still reversed. Maybe until I touch it again? No, well, okay, they're still reversed. I'm still pressing right to go left. And then they reversed again. So maybe touching a different barrel will then change the controls back. Interesting. Very interesting. I just realized once again we didn't farm for lives, but okay, so we have a gimmick here. Well, how come? Oh, see, I pressed left. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like when it changes is kind of odd. Because I feel like I was pressing what I thought should have been correct at one point, and then it maybe hadn't registered. Oh gosh. This is going to get confusing really fast. So, can we just not touch that? No, and then of course we can't start select yet. Okay, so I'm going to press right. Like, that's the problem, is that everyone at home has no idea exactly what I'm doing. Like, I just pressed right and he went right. So, like, how come the control... Now the controls are reversed. I just pressed... Yeah, there's a little bit of a... I mean, there's probably something I'm missing. Maybe there is, like, an indication that I'm just not getting. But I feel like... Okay, so I just need to tell everyone what I'm pressing at all times. I'm about to press left, and she went right. I'm about to press right, and she still went right. If I jump... Okay. Okay, so left, right. So the controls are correct now. Okay, the controls are correct now. So I'm gonna have to touch that. It's pretty much guaranteed. So does that mean I have to change which button I'm pressing in midair from like left to right? Okay, so I just didn't do it correctly. But yes, the controls are currently reversed. So that first barrel, I kind of get, you know, I stand inside it for a little bit. So I guess it's just constantly flipping back and forth. If only there was a way to, you know if your controls are currently reversed or not. Okay, so now they're reversed. They're still reversed. Okay, and that just changed the reversal, and now the controls are correct again. Controls are now reversed. I feel like that's all the commentary for this part's gonna be. Okay, okay, so the controls are still reversed. And now they're gonna be correct again. Nope, no, but see how they kind of changed? Because I was inside the barrel, and it just changed again before I had a chance to jump out of it. Oh, and that feels really bad. Like, because especially when it's on the ground, it's like, oh, yeah, see, it changed again. So what is it now? Okay, it's currently reversed. Because you can hear the sound, right? Which, again, my volume's down, so I can't hear it too well myself. If only there was like an icon to tell you which one you currently have. Okay, reversed is what we currently have, and then it went back to normal, and I didn't react in time. Okay, so currently correct controls. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. And then, okay, they're reversed currently. But it's that hesitation in midair, to like the split second that you take to move your thumb from one side of the D-pad to the other is valuable time that you need to be moving in order to get to the next platform. Okay, so reversed. They're currently reversed. Currently correct, and I botched the execution on that. Reversed. And if the red zinger's not there, you can possibly save it if you can't make it to the other side. Okay, so this is great. We've made about, you know what, like 4 screens worth of progress now. It is recording, right? Yeah, in about almost 10-ish minutes. Wow, this is, yeah, a directional gimmick. And wow, like, you know, unlike the last level of the main game of Donkey Kong Country 3, it's definitely much more, you know, of a mind-messing thing. Just because of the way it operates, and because it's not always clear. Like, oh, see how I just accidentally switched there again? Oh, like, oh. And then see, that time it changed, and okay, so they're currently reversed. Now they're correct. Okay. Oh. And I hesitated there again for a second because my mind had to go, wait a second, are the controls reversed or not? And they were indeed reversed. I'll commentate again when there's stuff worth commentating on. I don't think people just need to see me fumble with the controls for an hour. We're probably going to also have to life farm in a minute, which is kind of obviously a thing I should have expected. Okay, they're currently reversed. Oh, gosh. Because the problem also is it's like, you know, at what point in touching the barrel does it switch? No, there's this like touching the barrel by a pixel enough to trigger it? Do you have to be like pretty centered? Like if we, like, see, that's not enough to switch it. Not enough. Okay, that's enough to start switching it. Okay, and then, oh, okay, they're reversed currently. I was not expecting that for whatever reason. And see how it flashes? Like, does that mean that? Okay, reversed currently. That's just not... Like, how do you do that with Diddy? Oh, this is rough. Okay, so I'm actually gonna do some life farming now, and then I will update you all when there's some progress. All right, and then we can just walk right in there. No payment or fighting required. So, one thing I'm wondering is, how do team throws work when you're reversed like that? Maybe we can get some good use out of team throws. Okay, so if I listen to the sound, it's actually very helpful because it allows me to know just how many reversals there's been. Oh, you can go under it. That makes that so much simpler. Okay, so we're learning here. Like, it's best if I just don't touch anything at all. The controls were reversed at that point, by the way. Okay, so we're understanding better. The best thing you can possibly do is not touch any of the barrels at all. And it looks like they're kind of placed so that if you do everything perfectly, you don't actually have to touch them, which is kind of nice. Like, that makes sense. And then only Diddy can probably do like a perfect cartwheel and get under that, because Dixie's roll's kind of lame by comparison. Okay, but the controls are still normal, which is very nice. And we've got the K, so theoretically, a quarter of the way through. Now, I feel like it's just gonna, you know, and then it did the double flip. Because I was, you know, getting ready to do a jump with my thumb on the right side of the D-pad, but then it flipped back and messed everything up. Oh, man. Yeah, it's... The worst part, I think, of this is just that if you're touching that barrel for more than a millisecond, it will do a double flip. And it just completely messes you up. Where at least if there was a little bit of leniency, like if you touched the barrel and then maybe there was like a 2 or 3 second, you know, window where it didn't activate again, that would be so nice. Okay, so we're currently reversed. But yeah, just the fact that if you just kind of get stuck inside it, you know, you're pretty much, you know, just gonna have to guess what direction it's gonna be when you get out of it. It's not the best feeling, but okay, we're currently reversed right now, so I'm pressing right to go left. And see, I wanted to be fast there so I didn't get stuck inside the barrel. I mean, I could just hang out inside the barrel for a minute and let the zinger do its thing and then just, you know, potluck it. Hope that the second I decide to get out from the barrel, it's the correct direction. I also noticed it gives you the DK barrel right at the beginning of this level. So it's a really kind of big indication that it wants you to have both comms for probably as long as possible. But there's probably going to be more cases like this one with rolling with Diddy, where, you know, there's one Kong that just really does it better than the other one. I guess we can keep getting coins too, not that it's really necessary. But yeah, the best thing we can do is just not touch the barrels at all. But here we want Diddy. And, bleh. Okay, so let him go in there. Ooh, this is a level. I mean, I'm assuming it's probably going to feel this way for all the Lost levels, but, you know, finding the bonus game during our first playthrough so that we don't have to replay things would be very nice. Now again, like, there's just no way to know if my controls are going to be reversed or not. Oh, okay, so they weren't reversed. Ah, shoot. Oh, I guessed it. I guessed it and I guessed incorrectly. Oh, okay. But we're making progress. Hopefully it's not long before we see the O. And then, you know, we'll be halfway through the level. I'm hoping that there's a checkpoint. It would be really evil if, like, Lost World levels didn't have a checkpoint. I could totally dig that. Like, you know, I feel like by the time you get to the Lost World, you should, you know, be skilled enough. Who needs checkpoints, right? But, you know, a checkpoint would still be much appreciated. And yeah, this is just one of those levels where I feel like there's a little bit of, like, it's not luck, but at the same time, there's a little bit of luck involved. But of course, you know, there's still the skill element, because you can pretty much just avoid the barrels if you want. I mean, I don't know about those ones, like, later on, where the zingers go around them. Those ones would be kind of hard to dodge, I guess. Okay, so like that, let that guy go in the hole. I thought he was going to respawn, but thankfully I was ready for it. Okay, so it's not so bad getting back to here, for instance. I feel like this is pretty simple here. Ah, shoot. Unless it's like really centered, and then you get a problem like that. Okay, so. Ugh. Alright, yeah, see, we're very consistently getting back here. So I can't complain too much about that. See, the best thing I can do is just stop talking and listen to the number of sounds that the barrel makes. Because if you hear an even number of sounds, then you know it's flipped back to being whatever it was when you first went into the barrel. That's the trick. The trick is that Andrew needs to stop talking and listen to, you know, the sounds of the barrel. Okay, that actually is a good strategy. So let's try that. Yes! Yes, the sounds are what we want. Now, can I jump over you? It feels like it wants me to go under. But, like, going over would be much simpler. Okay, so there's an exclamation mark here. Can you fall into that hole, did he? That would have been really nice, because I'm wondering if that exclamation mark means I want to go down there. Huh. But okay, so the sound is key. So that actually makes a lot more sense if you just listen to the sounds of the barrel. So suddenly I'm going to be talking a lot less, if that's possible, because, yeah, the sound is such a good hint. And there, you know, we can just fly over that, I guess. But yeah, that exclamation mark has to mean something. Perfect! Oh. Wow, I mean, I guess I should be ducking. That's probably what I should be doing. For whatever reason, I'm too busy thinking about barrels and sounds and reverse controls and... Oh, wow, there's a lot to consider. But this is cool. I'm definitely, you know, figuring it out as I go. It doesn't feel cheap, especially now that, you know, again, I'm getting more used to it. And the sound definitely helps. If it wasn't for the sound, I would say it's pretty kind of ugh. But no, now that I've kind of gotten to the point where, no, you can definitely use those, you know, audible cues to kind of figure out what's going on. I definitely feel like I'm getting better hang of things. But yeah, like, look how consistently we can get here now. So we're learning it. And that's what I always say is a good thing to be able to do. But let's see what we got here. Wait, I wasn't holding anything there. It was kind of weird. And I have no idea if we're odd or even at this point. And see, how come I could duck for so long and then, like, suddenly the zinger got me? That's kind of weird. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I feel like once you accidentally hit one of the barrels, you're just done. Like, unless you're ready for it, you're ready to start counting the number of sounds, then you can kind of deal with it. But if you just accidentally touch a barrel when you're not expecting to, it just completely throws you off. Now see, the thing about this barrel right here, and again, I haven't been listening to the sounds, is that it completely goes against all video game conventions, where normally it will introduce something new in a safe environment. So like, you know, an area without spikes where you can touch that barrel and you would be introduced to it and you'd be like, okay, if I touch this barrel, the controls reverse. But not Unveiled. Unveiled literally just puts that barrel in the most dangerous place it could possibly be and essentially guarantees that you're going to die, you know, on your first encounter with it because you just have no idea what the heck is going on. Alright, we're gonna guess this one. Of course. You know, you literally have a 50-50 chance. And I can't even get that right. Yeah, so this is consistently the most difficult part right now, just because, like, it feels really bad landing. Like, and then, I mean, I should be ducking, but... Oh, I even actually had it down held there, but did you just didn't feel like doing it quick enough, I guess. Because you want to be able to leave that position as fast as possible. And it feels like by ducking, You know, it's just slowing you down, adding extra steps that you wish, you know, really weren't needed, but I guess are, just because for whatever reason that zinger is just really dangerous. And the hitbox is for whatever reason really picky. But okay. But yeah, otherwise getting back there consistently is like not a hard thing at this point. Like here we are. Like I'm always do it with Dixie. Should I do it with Diddy? I just feel like that's asking for trouble though. You can much more accurately time things. Oh, and he switched. Like I have no idea. I'm probably gonna get hit again because of that weird problem where I'm just gonna have to guess it. Every single time I guess wrong. Wow. And again, to everyone watching, this probably looks really, really silly. Like, there's probably gonna be a comment down below by, you know, by Empty Sis, saying like, Andrew, what the heck are you talking about? That's not what those barrels do. The controls were never reversed. You were just playing terribly, and everyone will get a good laugh out of that or something. But like, just wow. Ugh. And then yeah, you really can't do that without Diddy. Alright, well we're doing this with only Diddy this time. Which I mean, it's like, it's not really, that's really a problem. I always just assume, like, yeah, that Dixie's better because that feels really poorly timed if you're doing it with Diddy. And it looks like we're gonna have to farm for lives again in a couple of tries here. I mean, it's not like this has taken hours and hours, even though we've gone through quite a few lives at this point. I don't anticipate it, you know, taking like cask task time. It's just a matter of it being kind of finicky and pretty tricky as well. And it's just gonna require a lot of lives, but it's not like the attempts are taking a long time or anything. And yeah, that's just doesn't feel good with you know, Diddy there and not having the ability to kind of land when you want to, as you know, Dixie's float ability gives. But all right, I guess one more life and it's farming time. Oh wait, nope. Like, I mean... Okay. I mean, I see what I could have done there. I'll say it after I die. If I die. Okay. I jumped over you last time. Okay. Like, that exclamation mark has to mean something, so... If we beat it and we don't find anything, I guess we'll jump in that hole. I mean, the best thing would be to just not touch that guy at all. Can I go over? Whoa. Okay. Hearing that second sound is the key, for sure. No. Okay. What's the strategy here? This is awful. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Going under, I guess? Like if I go down and then up to like a V shape. I just feel like it's gonna take a long time and that zinger is fast. Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like under. Under has to be correct here. Okay. I guess through those guys? Over? Under? Because doing that directional switch in midair is just the worst feeling. So I has to be going over these guys. How do I time it? Oh. Yes! Wow. Now, please tell me this isn't my last life. I do have one extra one, right? Okay. But... oh, there's spikes! I didn't even see the spikes! Where am I going? Okay, so there's a 0 life. That's a 0 life, right? That's not game over. I was risky for even letting it get that low. Wow. Wow. That was an epic run. This is okay. Okay, so we have extra lives now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel like there was a point I had at some point that I said I was going to make later. I don't remember anything about that now. I have no idea what I was talking about. Something about having Dixie. Like, yeah, the key is just hearing those 2 crocodile sounds and then using that to understand if your controls are reversed or not. But wow, that was... I don't really know what I did at the end there. But that's only halfway. We still have half to go. We've gotten the end. It feels like it's taking a long time to load the level. Please, game, whatever you do not break now. I would greatly appreciate it if you hung in there. But that was a really just awesome yet lucky attempt, I feel. So we'll get about 20 lives, then we'll get back to trying the level again. Okay, so I think we're good now. Let's head back to the level. Should hopefully be enough lives. I'm just at a loss for words after that. Your license? I'm joking. Ha! You may pass. What, like there's a driver's license, a lost world license. I could see that being a thing. Okay. Where's the DK barrel? So we always get Dixie back, which is nice. And this is like nothing. You just wait for the 2 sounds. I, for whatever reason, did not see the skull. Is this hurt me? No. That's not low enough to hurt me. Okay, so that's just a really big jump for whatever reason. And this is just a bad feeling jump as well. Like, can you go over him? If you had Dixie, you potentially could. So we'll just try and keep Dixie for there. Because again, that barrel being in the position that it's in, moving your thumb across the D-pad to the other direction, doing that with perfect timing, so that there's like no hesitation involved, it's just like barely possible. Okay, so you can time that. It's very bad to time, but you can time it. Okay, so that's how you time that. And what's the strategy here? Go over and then swap in the air, I'm feeling. Okay, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. And we're reversed now. We have reversed controls now. And controls are normal again. Okay, controls are still normal. Controls are now normal, but bad timing. But overall, I'm feeling better about this half than the first half. I feel like we can't be too far from the G now if we're breaking things into, like, even-ish quarters. So, yeah, overall, I'm feeling good because the worst part of the first half was that part with the red zinger, and it was really hard to position yourself so that you didn't take a hit. No, that's just something we really need Dixie for. But as long as you're safe, and you can wait out, the barrel so that you hear those 2 crocodile sounds, you can usually avoid having your controls reversed, which is really nice. I just shouldn't be using Dixie there. I should be just probably doing this jump with Diddy. So that even if I lose him, I feel like Dixie is much more useful here. But yeah, like this... And because that one's high enough, you don't really have to worry about losing too much height. So that's good there. That one we can get our controls fixed. That one we can do just fine because we have enough time for 2 sounds. That one's fine as well because we can do 4 sounds, which is of course the same as if we had just done 2. And this is new territory. Like I can just, like, that barrel looks scary. But see, as long as I can just get in there and just stand long enough to take, 2 hits to it. But here's that same jump as, like, the beginning of the level that you pretty much need Diddy for. So we actually have to keep both Kongs, which is kind of interesting. Unless there is somehow a way to do this with Dixie? I feel like it's a filter though, like it wants you to have both. But anyone in the comments is welcome to correct me if they wish. Okay, controls are not reversed right now. But I feel like Dixie just can't do this. No. Alright, so new thing we need to keep in mind, we have to take both Kongs as far as possible. Alright, so now if we can just do the exact same thing that we did last time, and keep Diddy until that part, we're good. But I guess if I ever end up losing a Kong by accident, we'll just end that life, because there's no point on continuing on. I mean, I guess if I lose Dixie, like, Diddy could still beat it. And see, the reason I did 5 that time is because my controls were actually reversed, so by doing 5, I got them back to normal. Which again, I wish there was an indication, because for Let's Play's sake, you know, you guys just have no idea what's really going on. It probably just looks like I'm fumbling about for no reason. But okay. Okay, so here we are. That was surprisingly easy to get back here, but can we not botch this? Okay, okay. Now who do we want? I feel like, okay, okay, let's just, why not skip all this if we can? And, oh, what's that all about? Okay, G. Is it telling me, like, what will this barrel do? Is it telling me to, like, oh. Like, it could have been an arrow indicating to roll under that barrel and then fly more to the right. Because there could have been something, like, to the right of the target. Which, I don't know, that barrel didn't really make any kind of indication that it was going to just end the level. You kind of had to jump into it to really find out what it was all about. But that gives us 2 options then for where the bonus game with the DK coin could be. It's either related to that exclamation mark, or it's literally right at the end of the level and now we have to replay the entire thing. Which again, second half, no problem. First half, just that part with the red zingers. Although again, there was a lot of the first half that I fluked. And it could very possibly be like 10 times more difficult the second time because, you know, beginner's luck has now worn off. But the level is beaten. And that is an interesting thing to remember. It also means that we can start select, so we should hopefully lose less lives, which is kind of nice. But overall, I think a decent start to the Lost World. Like, that was nothing to cry over. And of course, as, you know, you can't even access this world. See, there was a third one there. What is the... Oh, I guessed wrong. I always guess wrong. Always. It never fails. Okay, wow. So we're about to get back to where that exclamation mark is. So like, do we just take a dive, do you think? Okay, well, taking a dive didn't do anything. Just in case it's not related to getting all the way back to the end of the level, I think we'll pay for it. Now, it is Compendium, right? I just want to confirm that. I haven't admittedly been looking. Oh no, it is Paradox Paradise. Right. It's been a long level, except it hasn't really. It's only been about 40 minutes we've been recording for. But okay. Paradox Paradise. But what does it mean? Let me take a breather over here. But what does it mean? Let me take a breather over here. So could that mean the exclamation mark? Or it could mean the arrow. It could literally mean either one of those. And there's only one for each one. It looks like they probably go in order of when we access them. And again, I'm not really paying too much attention to the other names. But so take a breather. So again, you'd have to think it probably means one of the banana formations, and that could either be the exclamation mark or it could be the arrow right at the end. I guess next time we get to the exclamation mark, we'll just sit for like a minute. It could be like a time-related thing. Doesn't everyone just love those video games where you just have to sit in a random spot for a random amount of time and then something randomly happens? I don't know if there is a way to program that into Donkey Kong Country 2, but if there is, I guess we should, you know, give it a shot just in case. But I am feeling like at the end there, like, you know, we've learned in this Let's Play that arrows are very important. So there's no reason to not think that it's the case here as well. It's interesting because I was holding down there and like she didn't duck. I don't know if something about being inside those barrels just doesn't let you duck or what exactly is going on, but that just didn't feel right for whatever reason. Like I guess we can test that here. Like it doesn't like. I wonder if something about having the controls reversed. Oh, when the controls are reversed, I can't duck. Oh, because up is duck. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, right. That's something that you just like never experience in the original game, because it only happens when K. Rool reverses your controls like right at the end there, and I don't normally even get hit by those clouds. Oh, so that makes sense why sometimes ducking feels like it doesn't work properly. All right, that makes sense now. Again, I'm not sure how exactly it's going to help because, again, with the controls constantly switching, it's not like I'm going to keep switching between up and down, up and down. So that makes that spot with those red zingers and the barrels even more awkward, but I'm sure we'll get by it again, and just, yeah, landing on that edge. Not the most fun, but that's what extra DK barrels are for. Ah, but once you're already ducking, you can just hold up to keep ducking. That's interesting. Okay, so we're learning. We're learning, which is the important thing here. Okay, so does this do anything? I'm not getting... Whoa! So, is it gonna come back? Or, like, did I miss my chance? What? How am I supposed to time that? But I can't believe that actually just did something. Like, I guess we're just gonna have to use our split-second... Okay, so, interesting. Very interesting. It's great to know we don't have to replay the whole level. I have no idea what the heck kind of mechanic that's making use of. Something, you know, custom, probably. But I'm shocked. I mean, I thought that the theory of standing around was pretty far-fetched, but to see it actually did something. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it was the banana formation made of, or rather an exclamation mark made out of, like, bananas, because it's just so out of place there. There's just no reason for it to be there. That's the only reason it kind of stood out to me. I was like, well, maybe if you stand there based on the hint. But yeah, if it wasn't for the cranky hint, then I really probably never would have figured that out. And it's interesting, though, because that arrow at the end of the level really was suspicious. But if it's not required for anything, I'm not going to replay the entire level to find out. But if there's anything there, maybe like a 5-up or something, please feel free to post down about it in the comments. Assuming it's not going to be like there's club of coins hidden in the Lost World or something, and we end up having to replay all the Lost World levels at some point. Which, I mean, if that happens, I would absolutely not complain. But for the time being, I'm going to assume that's not the case. So one thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go and save. Because now that I know I don't have to replay the whole level anyway, I think it just makes sense to get that data locked in. Yeah, there's the comment about the club of coins again. Just lock that data in. Just lock it in so that power outages, game glitches, anything is not going to make me redo all that. So as you saw, it was 36:36 originally. Not too bad in terms of amount of time it took to beat the level, and then also a few minutes there of fumbling around trying to figure out where the bonus game was. But yeah, it's just good to have that data locked in now, so that no matter what happens, we're good. I say, as you know, we might have a lost level situation where I do something that just completely breaks the game. I lose all my save data. I have been periodically backing up to my computer, but think it's been a couple of parts since I did that, so after this part I should probably do that again. Alright, we're pretty much back there. Okay, we are now back there. So, I guess I could just use like a timer. So, I'm gonna look at my recording here. Okay, so 33 seconds to what when it comes back? So it was at 33, maybe, okay, and it came back at 41. So that means it should be back at 49 again. And I did it just a second too early. Interesting, interesting. I'm not sure if there's like a better way to do that. Maybe my timing was just a little bit off, but yeah. I don't think it's gonna take us much longer to get that. I guess the problem is if we lose it, every time we do, we'll have to get back in again. There's also the problem of like, if you lose it, where's it gonna dump you? But we're getting there. I don't see this taking too much longer. Ooh, we might actually get there with Dixie this time. Okay, that would make things interesting. Okay, so let's just not mess this up. Easier said than done. Okay, controls are currently reversed. I panicked, obviously, and I should have just switched to Diddy. So if I lost anyone, I lost him. I'm gonna try the timing thing again. Let's see. Okay, so that came at 35 seconds, I think. So if it's 8 seconds, that would be 43. No, 44. So maybe it's more like 9 seconds. So maybe that means I should go at 53 then. Oh, my controls were reversed! I forgot that the controls were reversed. Oh. Okay, 9 seconds. It's 9 seconds. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna be doing it with Diddy again. Okay, but it's okay, because now that we have the timing down. Okay, so controls are normal, which is nice. Now, where's the barrel? Keeping an eye on it. Okay, it came at somewhere between 0 and 1. So at about 10 seconds then. 7, 8, 9. Oh, I just can't win. I mean, if there's one thing that's kind of been nice about playing this part so many times is that it's really given me the opportunity to learn it, which, I mean, you know, it actually doesn't feel so bad anymore. Like, the fact that I can just do that so easily now, it does feel like, you know, it wasn't time wasted having to get back here so many times, or, you know, try to get back here. I've only had a few successful attempts so far. But yeah, I mean, I've actually enjoyed kind of still getting better at the level. Okay, so I should switch to you, which means I need to start the count again. Okay, so at about 25 seconds it came. So I'm going to drop down there about 23. And I'm going to use... Yes! Yes! Okay, okay. What kind of bonus game? Find the token. How many seconds am I going to get to, you know, find the token? Wow. That's... Okay, so that's interesting. And the O. Where's the O relative to all this? That really takes you far ahead, doesn't it? Like, it really doesn't want you to get a second try, but here we are. Okay. So where is it gonna come? Okay, so at about 14s, which means I'll drop down and be ready for about now. Okay. So what's the strategy? Like I feel like... Okay, so that's the trick. Is that you get a good roll in there with Diddy, and then you have to count the sounds, and then do like another, like one more good roll probably would have taken me to the end, but then that happened. But hopefully Dixie can help us out a little bit too. But again, just gotta do the whole timing thing every single time I want to get back in there. So we'll see when we get back. Now see, one thing that actually made me think about doing that with Diddy, doing a roll and then doing another roll, is because when you're doing the roll, you don't have to have your thumb on anything really. You can just start the roll and then let go of the directional, of the Y button. And in my video of Cask Task, someone actually recommended that I try that, or rather that I could have done that. I was always falling so far behind as Diddy, but if I had done more rolls through the barrels and, you know, let go of the Y button, let go of the directional button after doing those rolls, I potentially could have had more opportunities to build up speed, which is interesting for anyone who's going to play this hack in the future and, you know, encounters Cask Task. That might help you if you want to beat it. At least the first half as Diddy. It's funny, when I played it, I did the first half as Dixie and then the second half as Diddy, which was kind of neat having that mix there. But okay, let's actually count the seconds again. All right, so that was about 50 seconds. So which means I want to drop down there when we're at about 59. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna not be talking here. So when I hear the two sounds, I mean, it's kind of luck, it feels like. Ah! See, I didn't follow my own advice. You just want to keep that directional button held. It's so hard not to. Because it's just like natural. But okay. Alright. We'll have to get back there again. Oh, so okay. So we're not going to have Diddy, which is interesting. But yeah, the problem is, wow, really, just really, is that listening to the sounds of the crocodile when you're going through the barrels inside the bonus game, like, because of the way that you have to roll through multiple of them, like, it just completely throws off any kind of number that you could try and deduce from hearing the sounds, I feel. So I feel like it's kind of just luck. Like, you're gonna land, I think it's 5 barrels total, and you're gonna land at that third one, the middle one. So then at that point, you just guess. Guess the timing, the thing I've been absolutely terrible at this whole level. Guess the timing and then try and get yourself to the end. Okay, so there we go. Again, we're getting more consistent at this, which is nice. But we're not quite there yet. Nice. But yeah, like, so overall, this bonus game just doesn't seem like it should be... Sorry, I know. I had to listen to the sound, so I had to stop talking there for a second. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it should be that bad. It's just, like, a little bit tricky to grasp. And it doesn't help that if you fail it, it doesn't just let you really try again. Another one of those cases where, you know, you have to play some of the level again to get back to it, which means you might lose a character or even die. Which is like, ugh. You know, it doesn't let you consistently try it and get better at it. It's probably been like at least 10 minutes since the last time we've really tried this. But let's see here. What's the time? Okay, so 10. So we're going to be looking at 19. And yes, love that Bayou Boogie. If there's any music to have to go through all this with, that's a good one. But okay. Kind of almost off screen there. The problem is I'm going to have to switch to Diddy now, which hopefully, like, does that waste time? Oh, it feels really bad. Oh, okay, well, no, there goes that. Yeah, this just... Ooh, actually made it. Okay, so we're gonna get a chance with Dixie now. Okay, so what's the plan? And of course she went the wrong way. I've had no luck when it comes to guessing if it's reversed or not, and this bonus game is just not made for someone who is not having good luck. Okay, so at least though, it looks like we're gonna get another shot with Dixie. It's definitely easier to get back to the bonus game with her, but she's not the one who we want to actually try the bonus game with. But who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised and she can do it, because I think she doesn't roll as far as Diddy cartwheels. Yeah, see, the problem was I just forgot to let go of that directional button after I started the roll. And if you don't do that, the second that you get a directional change, it's just gonna mess up your whole thing. So you just have to remember to let go. As hard as it is, you have to remember. Almost missed the barrel there. Okay. So. Oh, and then they're like, it's a guess. It's a complete guess because you just have no idea if you're on the reversed or not. So I guessed the first one there, but then the second guess sent me back to the left. And I feel like it's just going to come down to having a lucky run. That's really what it's going to come down to. And then that happens. So maybe we'll get back here with Diddy. I feel like Diddy will probably only take like 2 cartwheels to get to the end. Well, Dixie takes 3 rolls. So, you know, it depends on how you're feeling in terms of luck that day, but we'll see what we can do. Huh, that was interesting that... Wait. It's like the barrels weren't working for a second there, which is kind of interesting. Oh, I didn't realize I kind of lost track of which one I had there, but yeah, I mean, if the barrels break, I'm not going to argue about that. Wait. Oh my gosh. The barrel sound effects have disappeared. Oh, well, they came back there, but yeah, without the sound effects, I'm totally screwed. Please don't disappear. Alright, thank goodness they seem to be back. I mean, a solution to that would probably just be to turn the game off and turn it back on since we've saved anyway. Oh, see, they're gone again. But then they periodically come back. Ugh. I'm very tempted to just reset so that whatever problem is causing that. It's funny how sound effect problems in Donkey Kong Country 2. It's a problem, I guess, because it's the original version of the game. For whatever reason, it has sound effect issues that seem to be compiled whenever ROM hacking is involved. But yeah, the sound effect problems kind of just pile on top of each other. And it progressively gets worse until you turn the game off and turn it back on. Kind of like a memory leak in a browser, I guess. You know, until you close it, it just keeps getting worse and worse. But okay. Thankfully, it seems to kind of be working again. It didn't like the threat of me saying I was going to turn the game off, I guess. I mean, as you play it, you gradually start learning the timing for it all as well, which is kind of nice. But yeah, if I could get one there with Diddy, it would be nice. But he's, of course, harder to time the barrel. But we'll see what we can do here. All right, 35. So we're looking at 44. All right. So we got Diddy. Can we get lucky, though? That's the question. Oh, and I don't think I let... Yes! Yes! I messed up and it still got through. Yes! Yes! And is that everything? Yes. Oh, that is such a relief. Wow. So with that, that's the first lost level down. It took a little longer to get that bonus game figured out than I would have liked. Mixture of luck, mixture of skill. Seems like kind of the theme of the level. But it all worked out in the end, and that takes us up to 89% after 37 hours, 35 minutes, down to 60 Creme coins, but up to 42 DK coins. What an interesting start to the Lost World. Not the worst level out there. And as I predicted, the fact that it only has one bonus to find and beat is just such a lifesaver. Like, so many of the levels we've played, the majority of the time was spent finding like 2 or 3 bonus games and then figuring out how to beat those 2 or 3 bonus games. We're just condensing that down to 1, and then also not to mention that the other levels outside of the Lost World had separate DK coins to find as well. But by all of that being condensed into one single thing in each of the Lost World levels, I think that's going to be a massive time saver. And we've been recording for less than an hour and a half, so, you know, an under 100-minute video recording session for me in this hack is pretty good in my book. So with that, hope you enjoyed part 27. Hope you'll join me next time for part 28, where we continue on in the Lost World. So thanks, and see you later. Thank you so much once again for checking out my videos. I really appreciate it, and if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it really helps my channel out. With that said, hope to see you next time.